Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I did a thing. I bought a new doll. I had the opportunity to go with some friends to my local, or I should say my local, it was still like a 2-hour drive, but the closest American Girl store to me. And we all got Claudie. It was just really awesome. I decided to go ahead and splurge and get her Ultimate Collection, or this bundle that they had. I think if you do the math, it saves you $12 or $13, which isn't a lot, but I knew I was going to add all of this stuff to my collection one day, so I might as well just go ahead and do the splurge and save the measly $12. But that was how the thought process in my brain went. But this is just to show you everything. In this video particularly, I'm going to go over Claudie and my thoughts and opinions on just the doll. I have not had a chance to read her story. I've heard a couple things. But as you can see, I'll do the doll and her accessories. But I want to tell you a few of the things that I learned while looking at the various Claudie dolls at the store, and just give my general opinions. Okay, first up, I have Claudie herself. Now, I will say that your Claudie doll, which I hope you will absolutely buy, is going to come with these awesome shoes. They are like fake leather kind of material. They're not plastic. The soles are plastic, but that's pretty standard now. And then they Velcro on the side like that. They remind me a lot of like Mary Ellen's T-strap shoes, except minus the T-strap, which isn't appropriate for 1922. So you can see here. We get these mid-calf socks, which are great. They're pretty standard, but I like them. I think they do match really well. I think they're very appropriate. This beautiful striped dress. I know some people were upset that like the stripes didn't match, but it doesn't bother me. I think it's like actually really good mismatch. Like if it was like, I don't know, half and half, it would annoy me maybe more, but since it's actually white to blue and blue to white and vice versa, I think it's actually a really good mismatch. I think it was kind of done on purpose. We have this wonderful mint green sweater, or I honestly would say it's a cardigan. I don't honestly know the difference between the two, but that's the cardigan. It has no Velcro on it, so it's a really versatile piece. Now, I do have Claudie's locket on her, but that is part of her accessory set. You are not going to get that with the doll, if you can see that. It has a really fancy cursive C on it. It's really pretty. It does not open, which is, I think, similar to the new Molly locket, but the old Molly locket did open. But it's pretty chunky, so like it definitely is supposed to be a locket. And then, there's her sweet face, but I'll get to that in a moment. She also has this wonderful head of hair, this wonderful bow. The hairnet was really interesting because it held her curls, but the bow was outside the hairnet. So I ended up like having to rip the hairnet off. It would not have been pretty on camera, but it worked out really well. Okay, so her hair is super curly. If you are not a fan of curls, this is not going to be the doll for you. I adore them. They feel soft and they're flouncy, and they remind me a lot of Cecile's. And the lighting is not doing it justice in here. If I can switch this way, maybe it's a little better. But these curls are just amazing. I'm so happy with them. I think American Girl did a great job. I love the length. I love the flounciness. I will say, I've seen the dolls that I did see at the store. Their hair had a bit of a range. Like some of the hair was like really fluffy, and others were more demurred like this, and I absolutely I loved it both ways. This is the doll I decided to go with, but I think even if you look at the doll on the box, her hair has a lot more lift to it, so just keep that in mind. Again, you know, it's kind of hard with that hairnet to see what's going to happen, but a couple things you can look for if you are going to pick out your Claudie doll. She is just beautiful. Oh my goodness. So one thing is that she does have the painted on eyelashes, uppers and bottoms. So one thing I always look for is make sure the eyelash painting goes all the way to the socket, so it looks like they're actually part of her eye and not just like floating eyelashes. That's something I always look for. One thing you can usually tell outside of the hairnet are these wonderful pen curls that she has. So she has four, two on either side of her head. I did have to finger curl one of this one right here to make it sort of lay like I wanted, but is definitely just absolutely adorable. Claudie is definitely a new face mold, so the Claudie mold, fantastic. She is just amazing. It was also really something. I mean, I had the chance, thankfully, to be at the store and look at a lot of Claudie dolls, and you know, it didn't seem like there were a lot of defects. I know in some of the recent dolls that have been released, there've been a couple of, like, you know, eye issues or, you know, teeth issues or things like that they really sort of throw off the doll a little bit, and I really didn't see that with Claudie. The thing I saw with Claudie was the thickness of her face. So I would say I got a slightly thinner face, but there were some Claudies with slightly chubbier faces, and she was adorable no matter which one you looked at. I mean, it was one of those things, like, I'm really picky when I get to pick a doll out in person, and so, like, I picked her up, and then I picked one up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let me look at the next one. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And I didn't see any bad ones. Like, this is the face that spoke the most to me, so this is who I went with. But there is a little slight variation in sort of the thickness of her face, but she is absolutely worth it. Great head of hair, fantastic meat outfit. Underneath here, her jacket is, underneath her cardigan, her dress is a short sleeve, which I think is very appropriate, which makes, you know, this a really quick change from fall to summer. Let's see if I can get this off one-handed. Maybe not, we'll see. Oops, got my finger out of the camera. So I think that's really awesome. And the other thing I was really happy about is that she came with time period specific underwear, which is really great. And sorry, Claudie, I'm gonna lift up her skirt. It's just, you know, like the classic bloomers, but that is appropriate. And it's just she's beautiful. Seen a few dolls, Claudie dolls, that have already been converted to modern dolls, and she's stunning there too. I think she's going to look great. And if you don't like the 1920s era and you want to pick a different era, I think she can work in so many different time periods. I think she's just a classic beauty, and that she can work really wherever. But I'm really happy that American Girl chose 1922 and the Harlem Renaissance. I think it's fantastic. I'm really excited to read her book, which I haven't had the chance yet. But I do know, you know, I know a little bit about the Harlem Renaissance, but I'm really excited to learn more and to really get to know Claudie and this time period. I think it's going to be great. In terms of her accessories, her accessories did come with a little pamphlet, so it's at home in Harlem, and there's this little pamphlet here. So right away you can see there's her jazz outfit, there's her pajamas, and then here she is with her father, Angelo, at the bakery. I did get a chance to look at the bakery, but I will save those opinions for another video. So for Claudie's accessories, you get the locket, which I already said isn't really a locket, but it's cute. I saw a lot of dolls have it actually tucked under the collar, which you absolutely can have the chain under the collar. It really lifts this up a bit, and I just kind of liked the lower look there. I might take some O-rings and extend it so I can get it around the collar or under the collar and have it still hang lower like that. One thing I thought was interesting is that her book, she's not wearing her locket. So I don't know the story of the locket, if this is a piece that's just added, or if it does have sentimental value. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. She does have a hat. It, I think, is a little small for her head. I like the bow a lot better, and I'm not going to squish it too far down because I really don't want to mess up her curls. But I mean, she's cute in it, absolutely. It just does seem a little too small, especially to, without damaging her curls. But I think it's a great compliment to the rest of her outfit. And then she's got this wonderful purse. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. So it does open. And this pocket here in the front is a real pocket. It wouldn't be able to hold a whole lot, but it is there. So I can get this over her shoulder. There we go, fantastic. I think this is, see there, her hat pops off again. I'm gonna take her hat off. I think this is probably my second favorite purse ever. My absolute favorite purse is the one in the Ireland souvenir set, just because I really love Ireland. But this, I think, is top notch. You can use it for modern, you can use it for historical. And then, of course, the adorable Baby Ruth candy. It does look like there's candy in there. I know I'm not going to get it to show up on camera, but the bar itself, if you look through the plastic, it says do not eat. So I think, in theory, you could open this and have a Baby Ruth bar that she could, like, pretend to eat, but I'm going to leave it in the package for now. The last thing is her sketchbook. So this is Claudie's sketchbook. Now, she didn't come with a pencil, which I think is interesting, but I know I've got enough pencils that it'll be okay. And so she's got drawings. So we've got puppets and the dog, Dizzy Dot. There are cakes, ideas. Then there is a list to prepare for the talent show for the boarding house. And then it's blank, so you can fill them up with more of Claudie's ideas as you go through and get to know her. So I think that's really awesome. I know some people don't like getting the accessories, but I think these are really well worth it. I think there's a lot of variability and play value with these. Even though the notebook has her name, you could still use the notebook for another doll, the Baby Ruth, the hat. The purse especially could be used for any doll. And then if you have a doll with a C name, that you could use that locket. But I think for Claudie, it's just an absolute adorable set. I'm really happy I have her. I don't have any negatives about her. And I know that's probably because she's brand new and she is just so special and has such a great time period and a great collection. But, like, I have nothing wrong to say about her. Like, I don't even mind the makeup on her eyelashes. I think she looks great with them. I think her hair is awesome. The outfit is awesome. Her accessories are fantastic. It's a good mix. I really don't have anything bad to say about this. Yeah, I really don't. There are a couple of things that just sort of jump out at me as being like, I could be nitpicky about it, but I'm not going to be because I think she's perfect just the way she is. I really hope you'll consider adding her to your collection. She is stunning. She photographs well. She's just adorable. I think this is one of the cutest faces. Sometimes when American Girl releases a new mold, it takes me a moment to sort of embrace it. And I felt that way with McKenna. I felt that way with Joss. I felt that way with Corinne. It just took me a while, but hers was just like instant. I fell in love with it. So I am so happy to have her here. And I know I keep saying that, but I really want you to buy her. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. I'm going to do review videos of a few other things in her collection that I bought. And then hopefully real soon you'll get to see my dollhouse put up. We'll see. So I'm really excited. And yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.